baby! Hello everybody, Martin here, and I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. We're at Silverstone. What an incredible day for it as well. It's always an incredible day. Let's be real, today is way up there with the best. Today is a BRDC day, the British Racing Drivers Club. So what that means is the circuit is full of epic race cars. GT40 literally just went past me now. So I'm heading over to the wing. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you a couple of my favourite spots to photograph around Silverstone, and in case any of you actually care, I'm going to talk to you a bit about what I'm doing with the camera as well, and I'll be showing you some edited shots as we go along. So basically it's the best day of my week. I've been so fortunate over the last few years to be here quite a lot. Last year in particular, 25, 28, maybe 30 days I was here, shooting all around the circuit and just loving my life. Is this work? I mean, technically, yes, but doesn't feel like it. Where better to start than, God, it's loud. Where better to start than here at the wing. We're overlooking Hamilton Straight. For some reason, I didn't realise it would be so loud, and yet I'm here all the time. So, well done me for not bringing the microphone. My God. That's good old Ben Eves, Evesy, smashing the 3RS. He's an absolute monster behind the wheel. But I'm gonna wait for a gap in the traffic so I can try and talk to you all. The very best thing about being here on the balcony at the wing is we are overlooking Hamilton Straight, just down there. There's some noise happening, there's loads going on, but just right below me as well, the pit, where all the glorious F1 cars and GT cars and all the teams and crews get over there. So it's super, super cool to be here. There's no cars down there today. The BRDC clubhouse is way over on the other side of the circuit, so all the cars are gathering there today. But it's great, it means I've got a quiet spot to stand over the straight and get some wicked panning shots. I haven't said wicked since I was 15. That's why I should write a script. To get some epic panning shots, this incredible long straight. And what I do love about this area as well, and looking down, and also a reason why I tend to shoot a little bit wider, is there's so much going on. Oh man. Oh man. It never ever gets old. He's got silenced pipes on that, would you believe, for today. He turned up with his JCR system, way too loud. So they pulled him in, said get him changed. Anyway, we've got, okay, sideways. I might take a picture today, I'm not sure. We've got the blue of the seats over there. We've got the red of the tyre wall. We've got the tan of the sand, the gravel runoff. We've got the green and the black and the white of the rumble strips. Oh, I don't even know what this is going to sound like, so I'm sorry if it's terrible. But I'm going to get my camera out now. I'm going to take some shots. I'm going to show you a few things. Okay, so camera of choice, Sony A7R4. That's what I'm on today. And the first lens I'm using today is actually a 35. It's a Sony lens. F1.8, so super, super low aperture. Lotus Cortina, don't we love those? The reason why I love the 35 from up here is it's so wide, so it allows you to really get so much of the background as well as the car. Another reason I love this lens, particularly on a sunny day like today, is I've got a Peter McKinnon variable ND filter. Really pulls the blues out of the sky and it dampens all the highlights. So I'm going to start shooting ISO 50 because it's such a bright day. I don't need to let too much light react with the sensor. I like to shoot a lot slower, especially from up here. But I also like to warm up a little bit through the day. I like to start the day at about 1/100, something like that, just to get me warmed up, get my pan in motion right. And it allows you to take enough of the frozen aspect of a fast shutter speed out of the shot. It gives you a great bit of blur on the wheels, the tyres, certainly on the surface of the track as well, and the background will have a minor blur. I do like shooting slower, so what I do throughout the day is I just gradually pull my shutter speed down. If you understand how a camera works and you're just getting into motorsport photography, it's a great shout to work on your panning technique as well. I see a lot of photographers with monopods to sort of stabilize the camera at the bottom, and they're able to utilize that to get a nice little swing. I just don't like them. I find them cumbersome and annoying. And at the end of the day, as a photographer, you're carrying enough gear anyway, so why add to it? The great start with panning is to actually create a solid base in your body. So planted feet, keep your legs where they need to be, and basically lock that. From that point, it's great to sort of plan your shot as well before any cars arrive. So I know that I want the cars to be arriving around this corner onto the rumble strips. That way I can get in and capture the action and get the incredible motion blur with all the colours going on. Super, super vibrant shot. But yes, to get back to it, you want to create a solid base. I'm not sure if you can even see from there. You want to create a solid base with your feet. Lock your elbows into your body. Get your eyesight level. And then work on rotating your body at the hips. So you're just keeping your legs exactly where they need to be. Whether you're holding it in whatever way, just focus on the same area of the track. Rotate your body, keep your arms in, and fire away. What do I do when I'm panning? I tend to aim for a wing mirror, something like that. And I try and lock the focus on. Some cameras will have tracking on the focus, others don't. It's a tricky one. I use it sometimes and then I just think I hate it. And then I don't use it for a while. And then I think, oh, I'll use tracking again. And then I love it. And then I just can't be bothered with it. I aim for a wing mirror. I aim for a particular spot just to try and lock onto that. And that way, as you're shooting, regardless of the shutter speed, if you're maintaining that pan on the car, you're going to end up with a super crispy shot. However, one thing to note is your aperture. So if your aperture is too wide, aka the number is too low, so this camera is a 1.8, so that is super, super wide. And the cars are back, happy day. If that is super, super, super wide, what's going to happen is the focus will be super, super concentrated on the area that you're at. So if you wanted to get the whole car in focus, let's say, you might want to dial up the aperture to just close it down a touch. Speed up the shutter speed as well somewhat. Always try and maintain the perfect exposure. That way you'll end up with the whole car in focus, nice motion blur in the back, and you'll have a wonderful motorsport shot. I should have really been photographing that, to be fair. This is why BRDC days are the best. There are so many old boys that have been racing for decades and decades and decades. And quite often they've owned these cars for decades and decades and decades, and they still come out and they still throw them around the track. I just absolutely cherish that. I better get some pictures. Here we go. Oh baby, see that? Oh my god, I just really hope on the back of camera it looks perfect, and then sometimes you just get back to the computer and you bang it up on the big screen and it's not quite as in focus as you thought. I shot that at 1/50th, 2.8 on the aperture. It's creamy and delicious. I've got to wait for this GT40. I've got to get it. Sometimes the thing with this is you'll be checking photos on your camera, you'll be looking at something and you'll miss a car that you wanted to capture and it goes past. You think, right, I'll get it in about 2 minutes. When it comes back around again, I'll get it. And it's gone back in and you sat there waiting forever. Shot as it's coming at you, and just then the GT40 came hanging around the corner with a far more modern race car, like a GT3 Cup car. I saw them coming around side by side. Thought I have to get that shot. Whatever happens, I have to get it, and I'm not sure I did. So really, who the hell am I to even be making this video? My God. You're still watching and you haven't clicked off going, this guy's a knob. I promise I'll get some shots and I'll share some insight. There you go, as promised, edited on screen now. I've seen a lot of cars of people I know here. I should really be shooting all of them. And I can pepper them later with some emails. Going, buy my pictures. I must have a nice one of that GT40. The law that if a 911R goes anywhere near you when you've got a camera, you've got to take a lot of pictures of it. It's the best 991 there is. I know I've been talking a lot about maintaining shape and keeping your feet planted. Probably looks like I'm throwing some crazy shapes here. So don't take me on every word, whatever you do. I think I'm going to change my lens. 70-200 time. Mwah. Okay, 70-200. One of the most versatile and brilliant lenses there is. I absolutely missed the GT40 there. See, with the 35mm lens, I had the variable ND filter on there, so I was able to take a lot of harshness out of the sky. I don't have the same filter on this lens, so I went up to shoot the GT40 as it went by again. What a guy that is. 8 or 9 laps in a solid session. So I went to shoot the car, blinded, and I was absolutely blinded. So the way to combat that while keeping the shutter speed the same is to bang the aperture up, aka close it down. We'll get the number up. So I'm now at f10. And what that does, it's not letting as much light into the camera, so it's not reacting with the sensor. So it's allowing me to just keep the exposure of the image nice and just how I want it. But crucially, there'll be detail in the car, and because of the shutter speed, there'll be great motion blur in the background. See what I do? I felt terrible. There we go, team. This glorious 1930s Aston Martin. Oh! Okay, I've been on tracking focus, and I just do not like it. One bit. I'm going to get rid of that and just have it as flexible spot medium. Yeah. And instantly, I'm so much happier. That's just me. You might prefer flexible, you might prefer tracking. I just prefer a little box on the screen that I can move around, attached to a part of the car, follow it with my body. I'm shooting at about 135 here. Now, with my kit bag, that's a bit counterintuitive. This being a 70-200, there's a lot of range there. I've actually got a 135 Prime, and they just give you so much more quality, I find, because there's not as much going on inside the lens. So sometimes it's just nice to take pictures of where you are as well. Well, those are shocking. That's another really solid take home from this. I literally get paid to do this, and so many shots just don't work. I wouldn't be surprised if by the time I finish the day, I've taken 1,000, 1,500. There have been days I've taken 2,000 images in a 6, 7, 8 hour day. Realistically, you're going to be holding on to 200, 300, maybe 4 if you're lucky. So don't ever be disheartened if the shots aren't working. Another key with the pan and shooting at a slower shutter speed is it's kind of ideal to get the car sort of within 15-20 degree either side of 12 o'clock. Because any wider, any further away either side from you, I'm so busy, I love it, my car. Any further either side of you, the car's either gaining on you or moving away. And with a slower shutter speed, by the time you've opened it and closed it again, basically the car's moved away. So with a pan, if you're maintaining that angle as it's just coming ahead of you, that's when you get the crisp. So if anything's further away from you, way down the track, taking a corner, heading down what you can do at that point is bang your shutter speed pretty much way up. Now, what that does is it freezes the action, but ideally, you can't see the wheels. So what you won't see is this car supposedly on the track, hammering around. And it just looks parked. And that is what kills a motorsport shot. That sounded, such a knob. And that's what kills a motorsport shot. Let's go! Bang! Shot! Definitely got a few tasties there. So let's go somewhere else. It's all getting a bit quiet now. Looks like we might be in for lunch, which, to be honest, doesn't bother me too much. I need to reset my bloody head. There weren't some great shots today, but we've got a bit of a belter coming around, so let me see if I can get this. One-handed at 200. Have a look. Let's run, 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 run. Oh my God. I would say that's possibly the most pointless shooting I've ever done. Quick look at the camera. Yeah, that confirms it. What a waste of time. Oh, actually. Hello, mate. Hello. Oh, how do you do? Epic. Yes. Oh, guys, not bad at all. I haven't edited it yet. It might be absolute dog when I get it on the computer, but I think it's going to look sweet. I'm going to dive somewhere else now. I've done my work up at the wing, and yeah, as I mentioned before, sometimes it's not all fun and games. You're going to get your head down. You're going to think, I'm literally the worst photographer on the planet. I shouldn't be here. I don't know why people are paying me to do this, because I'm pants. And then you just get a couple of shots and they give you a bit of a glimmer and it's absolutely joyous. I haven't got my food. Just before I leave the top of the wing though, it's just such a shape, such a building, absolutely mega. So what I want to do is just get this wing here, this far edge with the BRDC crest. Now, quite an imposing and daunting shape. To even get it in one shot, I'm gonna have to work a few little wonders. Thankfully, I've got this tasty little thing, the 14mm wide angle mega thing. Let's see what it looks like. How is that possible? Oh God, let me just move my bag. Hold on. Ugh. Problem with these wide angle lenses, they get everything in. Let's get this shot. Can you see that, or are you just getting my reflection? Yeah, you're just getting my reflection. My God though, I'm literally underneath the tip and it looks like that. So good. This is the joy of it. I'm lying down to get the shot and the bibs in my face. Brilliant. Bang, bang, bang. In the car, and I'm just saying this in the vain hope that when I get back to take a look at everything I've been jabbering on about, I can make some sort of video out of the day. I've just had a call. I've been round at Luffield and just had a call from my client, my mate, my customer, just saying it's time to head back. We want to beat the traffic. He's had his fun for the day, so yeah, that's been it. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I hope that maybe you've taken something out of it. I literally at this point cannot remember what was coming out of my mouth. Absolute photographic diarrhea probably. So hey, I love you all dearly. If this wasn't an absolute abortion of a video, I wouldn't say that, should I? Maybe I'll do another one. Maybe I'll spend a full day here. Maybe I'll go more in depth. Maybe I'll do a panning video specifically. I don't know. But in any case, I've had fun. I hope in some small way you guys have as well. And hey, if it works out, I'll do a bloody another. Love you all dearly. Maybe I'll see you soon.